The Dan Tower occupies a vast area. After all, it is the top power in the alchemy industry of Yulan City. While its location isn't as good as Luo Feng's cave mansion, its area is several hundred times larger. There are over 100 large and small pavilions within the Dan Tower, the largest of which is the main pavilion open to the public, and it is also the main pavilion where elixirs are sold. The other pavilions are mostly where the alchemists reside and conduct their alchemy. But at the main pavilion, Luo Feng sensed the formation of the entire grand construct of the Dan Tower with a thought. The Chongqing building owner did not obstruct and allowed Luo Feng to perceive the detailed formation of the Dan Tower. The current formation of the Dan Tower is mainly suitable for me, Chongqing building owner said. Brother Luo Feng, take a look and see how to arrange a formation that suits you. As for the materials you need to purchase for the formation, just mention them. There's no need to be frugal. Fixed arrays generally have much greater power than movable arrays. Luo Feng studied for a moment and then communicated a list of materials for setting up the formation to Chongqing building owner. Lord, the list of formation materials is estimated to cost around 30 million primordial crystals, Luo Feng said. Very good, very good. Chongqing building owner showed a happy expression. I was afraid it wouldn't be expensive enough. I will immediately arrange an avatar to purchase the materials. Luo Feng was quite satisfied with Chongqing building owner's character. One reason he chose the Dan Tower was because of Chongqing building owner's good reputation. Before long, Chongqing building owner had bought the formation materials back. Brother Luo Feng, it's up to you. Chongqing building owner handed the formation materials to Luo Feng. Luo Feng looked at the formation materials and nodded slightly. With his experience and vision, he could design the most suitable fixed array for himself. This fixed array consists of a total of 36 formations in coordination. As they are all fixed arrays, on average the cost of each formation is nearly 1 million primordial crystals. Boom _, above the Dan Tower's building complex center, Luo Feng floated, controlling numerous formation materials and began setting them up one by one. Setting up a formation is akin to constructing a spaceship. Like a spaceship, there are systems that stabilize the body, those responsible for speed, for power, for scouting. Only when various systems work together does it make a spaceship. Luo Feng's array setup was much more complicated. The formations he purchased pushed the limits of life and death combinations in Yulan City and even exceeded his current control limit. These 36 different formations all involve the mysteries of the half-primordial level. And as each cultivator's understanding of the half-primordial life path is different, it makes it even harder for Luo Feng. With his current strength, he could only exert 3 to 4/10 of the array's potential power. Done, it took Luo Feng half a day to complete the array without any negligence. Buzz, with a thought from Luo Feng, his consciousness instantly permeated the entire grand array, which naturally started operating. Invisible fluctuations spread around the Dan Tower, with all its might converging. Although this fixed formation only exerts a small part of its power, it is still much more powerful than Mai Zhuangqing's Sky Annihilation map. It even has a greater increase in power than the Undying Heart, Luo Feng marveled inwardly. This is the advantage of a fixed formation. After setting up the array, Luo Feng flew back to the main pavilion. Brother Luo Feng, you've worked hard. Chongqing building owner had been watching from the side. It's a minor matter, and since I'll be stationed here long term, the stronger the formation, the safer the Dan Tower will be, Luo Feng said with a smile. By the way, Lord, I'm looking to purchase a large batch of low-level primordial life materials. It's quite a large scale. Who do you think is suitable to buy from? Quite a large scale. Chongqing building owner asked, how much? At least over 2 billion primordial crystals, said Luo Feng. Chongqing building owner was somewhat surprised. According to intelligence, Luo Feng hadn't been in Yulan City for long, and logically, he shouldn't have accumulated much wealth. But 2 billion primordial crystals, even for some of the elders who have been accumulating for a long time, it would be difficult to come up with this amount at one time. This is a big deal, Chongqing building owner thought for a moment. In Yulan City, there are 13 houses dealing in low-level primordial life materials. In my opinion, Elder Xinji is the best choice for such a scale of business. Elder Xinji, who has an excellent reputation, can be trusted not just with transactions of 2 billion primordial crystals, but even tenfold that amount, said Chongqing building owner. This elder Shinji is quite significant as the direct disciple of an invincible existence in the Dark Sacred Realm. An invincible existence in the Dark Sacred Realm. Luo Feng was astonished. The Dark Sacred Realm, where many elite cultivators from countless worlds converge, who dares to call themselves invincible there? Chongqing building owner's eyes showed envy. Even the most dazzling and talented become mediocre there? To be a member of the pinnacle level in the Dark Sacred Realm, ... is already an incredible feat. As for being invincible, it remains a legend, and just hoping to catch a glimpse is wishful thinking. Luo Feng held his breath. Invincible in the Dark Sacred Realm, Elder Shinji is such a disciple of this caliber, Chongqing building owner continued. His business dealings are absolutely honest. Alright, Luo Feng had previously sold the Blood Demon Elisi corpse to Elder Shinji's shop, which offered a high price, and Luo Feng also obtained Elder Shinji's communication imprint. Luo Feng's cave mansion. Buzz. Luo Feng contacted Elder Shinji and sent over a purchase list. The space in front of him twisted, and then a figure appeared. He had a body like a tree with branches growing all over his surface. His face was dotted with green blossoms, and he wore a radiant smile. Brother Luo Feng, you want to purchase so many materials? Elder Shinji was somewhat astonished. I think, instead of buying those various, small pieces of material, you don't need to purchase low-level primordial life bloodlines separately. Please, Elder Shinji, purchase the materials based on the shopping list. Luo Feng said. Sure. Elder Shinji smiled and said, this is quite a big deal, you know, the prices for various materials from low-level primordial life are very clear. Luo Feng nodded. He had sold many corpses of low-level primordial life before and was clear about the other party's costs. This is the lowest price I can offer. Elder Shinji sent over a price list. Upon reviewing it, Luo Feng was quite pleased. Elder Shinji was indeed generous. Let's settle on this then, Luo Feng said. Good. Elder Shinji showed delight upon hearing this. The materials you are purchasing are quite rare. Even if all 35 cities of the 9 Rivers Sacred Realm were to gather them, it would still be troublesome. I will send some materials from the Dark Sacred Realm. I estimate that in 3 days, we can make the trade. Do I need to pay a deposit? Luo Feng asked. No need. Elder Shinji didn't care. In 3 days, I will come to your cave mansion. Good. Then we'll do as Elder Shinji has said. Luo Feng nodded. 3 days later, Elder Shinji arrived at Luo Feng's cave mansion. Elder Shinji wore a loose robe underneath, which a body like tree bark was revealed, and his head even had some branches and leaves growing. His smile brimmed with endless vitality, instinctually endearing him to Luo Feng. Brother Luo Feng, please take a look. Elder Shinji took out a space bracelet for Luo Feng to inspect. Luo Feng checked with a thought. Many materials from low-level primordial life, along with several intact primordial bloodlines. Each bloodline was preserved with great care. Luo Feng sensed these bloodlines and confirmed their levels, understanding their basic mysteries. Correct. Luo Feng also took out a cloth bag to 0.83 billion primordial crystals. This was Luo Feng's most extravagant purchase to date. Brother Luo Feng, if you want to buy super limit bloodlines in the future, you can also come to me anytime. Elder Shinji laughed. What the 9 Rivers Sacred Realm doesn't have, I can help you procure from the Dark Sacred Realm. That's really too expensive. Maybe in the future, Luo Feng remarked. After obtaining that 5 billion primordial crystals from Yuan Xion Palace Master, Luo Feng could start wealthy purchasing methods, but he couldn't just buy anything he desired. He still needed to pursue cost performance and efficiency. Luo Feng made a purchase from Elder Shinji, then bought various auxiliary cultivation medicines worth 500 million primordial crystals from Dan Tower, and carefully prepared some gifts for his mentor Emperor Chu, Mountain Sitting Guest, Primal Chaos City Lord, and others before quietly leaving Yulan City. Carrying such precious items, Luo Feng naturally brought along the Undying Heart, Palm World, and discreetly left Yulan City. Luo Feng once again returned to the land of origin. Inside Star Tower, boom tilde tilde, all the materials and items purchased were laid out. Luo Feng opened the Eye of Life and Death from his forehead, and under its observation, comparable to high-level primordial life, the deep mysteries of these materials and each bloodline can be scrutinized. This is an early-stage divine emperor offspring from the low-level primordial life nirvana fire tribulation snake clan. Luo Feng looked at the 15 types of fragmented materials laid out in front of him. There were teeth, scales, bones, membranes. I have contemplated it for a long time, and with the eye of life and death, I've thoroughly studied these 15. I've already completed the various mysteries of an early-stage nirvana fire tribulation snake clan divine emperor in my mind. Luo Feng turned to look at the jade stone holding the complete bloodline burning with a black flame. This is a refined complete bloodline of an early-stage divine emperor from the Nirvana Fire Tribulation Snake Clan. A complete bloodline contains all the mysteries. Luo Feng was quite expectant. Now let's see how much difference there is between the mysteries I've completed in my mind and the complete bloodline. In the past, he used the poverty purchasing method, getting bits and pieces and comprehending the mysteries from them, eventually completing them in mind to form a whole. Buzz? Luo Feng's eye of life and death observed the bloodline burning with black flame. Luo Feng was slightly startled. The mysteries I've completed in my mind are too crude. This is natural perfection. Luo Feng learned a great deal. He observed more than a dozen fragmented materials with the eye of life and death, studying them in depth and completing them in his mind. It was like solving a problem, and a complete bloodline was the perfect answer naturally born in the vast primordial space. After finishing the problems and comparing them with the answer, Luo Feng understood the gap. Life and destruction can be combined like this. I've learned something. Luo Feng was delighted, carefully experiencing these methods of combining the mysteries. It seemed just a complete bloodline of early-stage God Emperor level low-level primordial life. But for Luo Feng at this moment, the gains were still immense. After all, these beings were born to break out of their confines.